Thank you very much. Senator Cruz.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Dixon, a little over a year ago, you sat before this committee at your confirmation hearing. At the time, I and others told you to be pissed off at what had happened. You've been in office 329 days. We've heard today that you're stonewalling the chairman's investigations, that you're refusing to answer multiple letters from at least one of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, Senator Blumenthal, and that you've yet to provide responsive documents to Mr. Stumo's FOIA request filed 8 months ago. Let me ask you some simple questions. In the process of certification of the 737 MAX, did Boeing lie to the FAA?
I can't say. I mean, definitely there was incomplete information and fragmented information that was provided, no doubt.
Why did one of their senior test pilots, Mr. Forker, write in a text, quote, "So I basically lied to the regulators unknowingly"?
I don't know. I can't speak for him. I don't know what he meant by that, Senator.
So in 329 days, what have you
concern.
been doing if not figuring out whether they lied and what they lied about?
I'm interested in learning from the past and making the process and the agency more effective and better going forward. The important point is that the information was not provided in the way that it needed to be provided. That in itself degrades the trust that we need to have. That's a foundation to the certification process.
Okay, let's
whether
an
individual lied, I can't get into his mind.
Let's learn from the past. Did the FAA screw up in certifying the 737 MAX?
I have concerns. I would say that there were mistakes made, yes.
So in Washington, the passive voice is a classic tell. Mistakes were made is a great way of avoiding responsibility because there is no actor in that phrase, mistakes were made. Who made the mistakes and why? Don't speak in the passive voice.
The manufacturer made mistakes, and the FAA made mistakes in its oversight of the manufacturer.
And what were the mistakes and why were they made?
The full implications of the flight control system were not understood as design changes were made.
Has anyone at FAA been fired?
There have been changes in leadership in various areas. No one has been fired over this particular matter up to this point.
Has anyone been disciplined over this matter?
No, not specifically.
So unknown somebodies made unspecified mistakes for which there have been no repercussions. Is that right?
I would not say that there have not been repercussions.
Well, please tell us the repercussions.
The repercussions are that we have significant reforms we're making to the process. And we are standing up audit processes and review processes and more robust safety systems so that we can be more effective in the future as an organization.
Is there a systemic problem of agency capture at the FAA?
You know, I remember us having this conversation, Senator, and I don't believe that it is agency capture, but I do believe that when you have very capable technical subject matter experts, that they get focused on their checklist or their part of the process, they hold themselves accountable for that, and they don't always see the whole picture. So that's why we need, as leaders, to make sure that we are taking an integrated approach in our dealings in this case with the manufacturer, air carrier, whatever the private sector regulated party is that we are responsible for overseeing.
Mr. Dixon, in your opening statement, you said, quote, "Safety is a journey, not a destination." For the 346 souls lost on the two 737 MAXs that crashed, safety was all about arriving at their destination. They should have arrived at the destination. Had Boeing not covered up serious safety concerns, number one, and had the FAA done its job of making sure that the MCAS was not put in the field without pilots being appropriately trained. I think the concern this committee has is we're not seeing from you any of the urgency of fixing this problem. It is very easy to go into an agency and yourself get captured by the agency. You understand, sir, you do not work for the airlines and you do not work for Boeing. You work for the American people. And this committee expects transparency. This committee expects that when we ask questions specifically about malfeasance that cost the lives of 346 people, that you will be forthcoming and answer those questions. And I'm hopeful that's the conduct we'll see going forward.